Another screen of death. This is another big problem. I'm really seriously thinking about changing the game and telling it to run in compatibility mode. It seems to only like Vista. So let's try it out with running it in Vista, which basically disables the DirectX 12. That's the only idea that I have really. So I am thinking it might have something to do with the DirectX 12. You know, all other ideas I really don't see happening. Kinda sucks that this is even like a problem, but what can you do? I don't think it's had anything to do with bad drivers. I can't remember the last time this has actually been crashing as badly. I don't think it crashed when I was running the game with my old graphics card. I mean, the old graphics card nowadays is dead, but it sucks. It really does suck. It seems to be almost like an hour or something like that. At least that's what it feels like.
Away.
This should only now be DirectX 10. Maybe this is really what is the problem.
Yet. You up for a race?
Yeah, sure. Long as you don't mind losing.
It has to do with the bloody game. It's just too often how it happens. I don't normally have these blue screens. Jupiter was perfectly fine. Yep. I shouldn't have gone for that. And yet I still pushed it. Oh shit. I always do the same, Bob. Issues, mistakes, and so on and so forth. Oh, absolutely terrible. I don't know. Currently I really don't get it anymore. I think it's because my angle is a little bit too steep. To get the perfect launch, it's difficult. And I got it so many times in the beginning, but now when I really try to get serious about it, I can't get it anymore. I think it is because my angle is too much. Because I think I have to play it like Williot, you know. Which just you certainly do not have to. Well, there's no way this is going to be good enough. That angle is just too... not steep enough. Nope. That's not good enough. The worst, the only way to test this is by triggering the cutscene, honestly. But at this point I really knew it wasn't good enough. It's the bloody angle. It's just not good enough. I seriously lack the consistency to go for this trick. But right now I'm really obsessed with it. That's not steep enough. That's not good enough. It's a fail. That bloody curb makes you lose so much speed randomly. baby. Oh my god. Like in a case like this, is this better to just continue? I think so. What a tragedy. So yeah, it's a minute of time loss. Quite a lot. I mean, you can attempt it and then continue the normal ways. Because it's definitely faster to continue the normal ways than reset and then try again. So you have one try to get it done. If you don't get it done and you can recover, then good. If not, then you have to try again. If you still cannot recover, then the one is dead. The risk is just gigantic. Oh my god. I'm clearly going mad. That's not good enough. Why can I get it no longer? I was so good in the beginning and now I suck so hard at it. I think it's seriously because I altered my approach path and it's not steep enough. Why did I turn in the last second? I always think I have to turn in a 45-degree angle, which is not what works. It's more like a 30-degree angle. The angle was okay in that case. I fucked it up in the last second, but I did not know why. Honestly, I should continue to just try to finish these races in order to at least get training once I fuck up. That was a fuck up. I turned way too early. This is a true struggle. I mean, if I can get a decent strat there, the amount of time I can save is just gigantic. That's another minute of time saved just like that. And something I do notice is that if you jump, then you can turn a little bit better. I need to go further to the left. Gonna be a really close one. Nope. It's way too steep. It just can't work. The angle, everything is wrong, but the problem is, if I do it any other way, I feel like I do it inconsistently, but at the same time, this might be the only choice I have. Go straight in and then jump over it. Don't even try to go for a steep angle. I mean, I feel like the strategy is a little bit dead right now, because so far I haven't gotten it again. Which is blowing my mind that I haven't gotten it again. Because I really feel like I should be having it. What the fuck was that? I mean, the idea was okay. This is pretty much what I have to do, but the angle was a little bit too shallow. And I hit it to the forward for the left. You have to hit it in the front, basically. This time I got over, but the problem really is the consistency. What happens once you get over, it's pretty much random. I don't know. But I felt like I was also a little bit too slow. It's all about finding the consistent strat in this case. Like for example, not shit like that. It's totally hard. I think this is my concentration like now failing. Which is an excuse in the speedrun, you cannot focus on everything 100%. Which is why it's more about being able to focus when you cannot focus. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, what am I supposed to do with crappy RNG like that? I don't even feel like it did anything wrong really. No, just finished the race. I need to learn to recover anyway, which apparently I cannot really do right now. And the funny part is it's only like a 20-second time loss considering a red right for this. Nice. Oh, come on. Fuck me. Did I just cancel the mission? Yes, I did. That's not too bad. Cause fuck him. That's why. Nice. Like what you do is something like that happens and you get heat 2 level. I feel like resetting is even worse than just going for the drive.
way.
Do. Und so far der Vista Compatibility Mode is working. Can't wait to see how many it falls apart.
This is real FM.
I'm Wei. Wei Shen. You up for a race?
Yeah, sure. Long as you don't mind losing.
Yeah, you know, the illegal speed racing always is in closed circuits. That's how illegal speed racing works in this universe. It's not exactly illegal. You just use private technicians and nobody dares to drive on the road. Oh, the radio's no longer working. It's a fun glitch. Why did I do that? Yep, the radio's no longer working. Yeah, there's no way to do this with the speed. Ah, that's the radio again. That's a mission fail. Somehow. Oh, that's pretty bad. Why can I no longer get it? I'm just so fucking sick and tired of it. Why am I no longer getting it? I just don't understand it. I do nothing differently. At least I feel like it, and I just cannot get it anymore. Is this maybe with the Vista compatibility mode that it changes? I cannot believe that one, but who knows? In this game nothing would surprise me. Oh my god, what the fuck is happening even? Oh, funny, I nearly made it. Maybe it's like a really steep angle, and I'm just underestimating how fast I have to go. That might also be it, you know? Never say never. But I feel like the physics changed, which wouldn't be too much off-putting or surprising when it comes to a game like that. Like shit like that, for example, it's so frustrating. Although that was my mistake. Like this curve over there is incredibly evil. Oh wow, randomly I get stuck on that corner. That hasn't happened before, but now it suddenly happens. Like what am I even supposed to do when something like that happens? Well, I got over the fucking barrier, but it was not good. I have no consistency. I was at 50% and I dropped below 2% now. What a ridiculous flop. But I think it has something to do with my performance. Oh wow, now I can go this way. The silliness is real. The worst part is only now fake like what? Hey Atom, thank you for the good luck. This is just me trying to get the bench skip and for some reason I cannot get it anymore. Like maybe this is something with the frames. Or maybe I should enable the frame limiter. Because I did set down the settings quite a lot. The problem is it has some really weird settings. How about that? I mean, I feel like something is wrong with the physics right now, the way they work. But maybe this is like a... Oh yeah, this is such a difference. But the input lag is actually really horrendous. Kind of interesting to play with like a frame limiter on. But you see how bad this is. I'm pressing the button and something happens quite a bit later. It's super laggy. I failed that part. That is even worse. It's interesting to see that. That is even worse. So this game is highly frame dependent. Like the lag is real. The game barely can get it up basically. Huh. What happens if you put the frame limiter on 75 FPS? It's really interesting, like, never seen that before. It's much smoother. Like now there's no input lag, so the input lag definitely has something to do with the frames. This game is so weird. It's partly called it. Very GTA-like. Maybe if I have a stable frame count, that might help. I mean, input lag is not really there with 74.5. Yeah, this is not bad. Ah, that was so close. I nearly had it perfect. But this helps, I think. A steady frame count. I think it helps. But I might definitely continue not trying this anymore. Because this might something be that is unable to be happening when you have a big headache. Because you just cannot focus very well on the game. That's the problem now. I fucking fly into the fucking high sky. What to do about that, really? Did I get it perfect? It's so difficult to get it perfect. Either I fly too far or I don't fly far enough. But I never get it the way I really want to. Like in the beginning I got it so often, I don't understand why I don't get it anymore. Is it the concentration? I don't feel like I have bad concentration. It's the same as before. A little bit sick, a little bit ill, but definitely enough to focus, you know? Difficult to say. Like I said, it's very difficult to say, but I feel like there's something going on with the game, which I really cannot explain. But it has to explain the thing that's why it's not happening anymore. Like I've been trying for 50 attempts now, and previously I had like at least 50% of success getting over the fence and triggering the cutscene ASAP. I mean, it's a minute of time save, and a minute of time save is actually quite a bit, but the problem is if it's inconsistent, that's something I can do. But it felt very consistent to me in the beginning because it was so easy, and now I really am struggling to get it again. And I'm trying to think what I changed. Like the only thing I changed was change the game to Vista compatibility mode, basically turned off to DirectX 10, no 11. Because in my opinion, this might be causing the crashes that I'm having. Because I'm having pretty bad blue screens. Which obviously are unacceptable. I can't speedrun with a blue screen. Almost from that is like, what, 2 minutes? I'd say a minute and a half, but that's still absolutely horrendous. So close. I nearly had it. I am close. I feel it. Well, the good thing with just grinding everything, you get really good at this fucking shortcut and then screw that one up. Which is again something you can easily do. If you don't take the shortcut, you're going to lose like what? 15 seconds? But that's that you drive the other one perfect. Like the normal way. Yeah, there's no way out of there. The perfect bounce. How do I get that? I feel like if that one car wouldn't be there, the one truck, then I could make it. Much more easy, but it's kinda in the way, so I cannot get the angle I really would like to get. It's just like in between the shallow one and in between the really heavy one. For example, in that case I have to go the old way. Good fuck, guys. It's actually a perfect drive here, but it only cost me like 11 seconds compared to the normal way. It's really not that bad of a miss if you do end up not getting the shortcut. Because the ice screws you over or the physics or whatever. Definitely better than resetting. No, 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 no. That sucked. That was nothing I could have done. Stuck to the car like nothing else. Yeah, this is... I don't know. Why did I do it so consistently? I was at 50% success rate and now I am so low. That's really what baffles me so much. Was I the luckiest guy in the world? Should I have bought multiple lottery tickets instead? I doubt that. Like something fundamentally changed. That was a bad shortcut. But even that is better than going the normal way. Quite a challenge. We'll also get into the mouse and keyboard really going to help a little bit, but still, I don't think this is the issue. It's not like an input issue. It's a little bit more difficult to press the buttons, that which I can give you, but anything else is not the issue that's happening. But like I said, the try is not so bad. It doesn't cost that much time to try. Like a 10-second time loss from trying. But still, it's a time loss. If I cannot guarantee myself getting over that fence. Like the only thing that I still have left is turn off the frame limiter and then turn on the V-Sync and see what that does. Oh, that was really good. Push way through. That would be called forceful driving. No, I'm in a pickle. This is so not working. Survived the normal way. What the fuck was that? thing exploded in her fence. Well, that's why the normal way is so bad. Because turning, because so much speed. I mean, yeah, it costs you 10 seconds to try. Which is not that bad. For a 1 minute time save. Or for the 1 minute time save to have been worth it, I feel like I should be at 50% success rate, and I'm not. I don't know why. Alright, I want to turn off the V-Sync. I don't understand it anymore. Like, it doesn't matter which angle I come from, it just doesn't seem to matter really. So let's see how much V-Sync does. Alright, so far I don't see lag. That's good. Like, it's quite obvious that the physics engine has something to do with it, and the frames most likely have something to do with it as well. Because most physics engines are frame dependent. So if there's a way to get rid of the physics engine and manipulate it, then just cut through basically. So this is with V-Sync now enabled. Well, it's like the hot new topic, you know? Ugh. Randomly I get screwed over by that thing. Left, right, left. I mean, that was pretty decent that I got over the thing, but the problem is it's not good enough. This is just a guaranteed reset if this happens in a run, because the likelihood that you're going to get stuck is pretty high. And the chance that you get perfectly over and you can drive on is rather low. But I did get over, which was did something. I didn't like the last time. But yeah, maybe this is really something that has to do with the frames. And above a certain amount of frames, you just cannot get the shortcut working. There we go. I don't think this is good enough, but still. Nope, it's not good enough. But that was better. If I would have not had the parking meter, then I think I would have made it, maybe. It's really speed dependent. The faster you go, the better it is. But I got over twice this time. That's the massive improvement compared to the other crap where I really didn't get over. So I feel like not hitting any of this shit is pretty much worth it. That turn. That's also from hell. What a shame. 3 times I got over though. It's an improvement, it's an improvement. I just don't know right now how to hit it really. I feel like I should get it for an even harder angle than that. But I feel like this is the right approach, that it has to do with the frames. The problem is that I label 38 frames, then it's way too laggy. I mean, I can lower the refresh rate on the monitor. That might be something I might try. Oh my god. Nothing I can do. That's again shitty physics. Oh, you have to be so careful about the turns. Nope, it's not good enough. That was close. Harder angle, faster speed. I can do this. At least every single time I got now over the fence. So I think it has something to do with refresh rate. I might change my monitor from 75 Hz to 60 Hz. It's definitely fastest to avoid all this crap. Come on, this is it. No! What the fuck was that? It's in my mind. That was the perfect speed and I just got completely screwed. I felt like I got robbed. What the fuck was that? Ah, it's the stuff falling around from down there. Well, why it really doesn't work in this game. I don't know anymore. I don't even care about this part of the race. I'm so interested in that part of the race. I really want to get the successful drop, and I haven't gotten it for 100 tries now. And at that point, the only thing that's really left to do is just kill this woman, which somehow didn't die. Oh my man, this is what men do normally when they get frustrated. They kill somebody, but if they don't even die, what's the point even? How do we even be a serial murderer? Oh my god, what am I supposed to do there? Nothing. Bloody bouncy castle. Yeah, there's no way I make it now. But I'm going to go as deeply in as possible. Oh, that certainly doesn't work. So it's not steepness that you want. What do you want, game? What is the angle you want? Maybe I should see this wrong, you know? I mean, the shallow angle doesn't work, the steep angle doesn't work, the medium angle I also feel like doesn't work. Oh, this is not going to work. Yep, submission fail. Ooh. Just going to use a wheelchair now from now on. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even push a car by the side. Maybe it really has something to do with the hertz, you know? Maybe this game just doesn't work very well with T75. So I'm going to try that actually out. It can go as low as 30 Hz, but that would be really, really bad. 50 Hz is also something. So, this really depends on what you consider normal. I'm going to try out 60 Hz. It might be that it's necessary to go below than that, but with the V-Sync I can definitely frame limit the game that way. I mean, the good thing is so far I haven't had another crash, so I do think it has something to do with the sleeping dogs. The problem is it's still like insisting on the weird hertz number. Maybe I should just quit the game. I'm going to quickly quit the game, see if that gets the hertz number correct. Because right now it's definitely running with 60. Is it? Yes. So let's try it out. Lots of work, lots of try before you get to fucking success. You know, it's kind of the same with the bloody car. So, what does our display say? Still 74 Hz. It's a really weird number, that is. There's my cap. Oh, this is also Collie's chase. There we go. What the? Something is wrong with the physics, that much I can tell you. This game is feeling weird right now. Yeah, there's definitely something weird here. I can't quite tell you what it is, but it's weird.
I'm glad you're here. What do you know about the underground racing circuit?
Well, they drive fast. Occasionally they crash into something.
Yeah, and occasionally they end up killing each other.
Well, that's manslaughter at best.
But these last couple of files don't feel like manslaughter to me. It's got more of a deliberate feel to it.
You want me to check it out?
Yeah. Get into the circuit and see what you can find out.
All right. See you.
Well, we have a really interesting case in Germany right now where it's about a guy who drove recklessly through the town doing a street race and killing an innocent person while doing it. And right now they're trying to get them as murderers instead of manslaughter.
I'm Wei. Wei Shen. You up for a race?
I mean, there's definitely something interesting going on right now, that much I can tell you. But I think it's a shitty console port. That's what most likely always is the issue with games like these. I feel like the car is running a little bit hotter. It's difficult to explain, but it feels faster. Maybe that's confirmation bias, but... there's definitely something off. Like, for example, that would have screwed me over normally. That was pathetic.
If you're on the go,
that would have also normally completely screwed me over. The physics engine has changed. That much I can confirm. I can't wait to try out 50 Hz to see what that actually does. But the car feels definitely different. And I feel like I lose a little bit less speed from hitting shit. Lol. Okay, I'm going to try out 50 Hz. There is something there. I cannot put quite my finger on it, but it's there. Okay, that's 50 Hertz. Let's try it out. Like, it's not recognizing my monitor properly as well, which is something else, which is really weird. It gives me like a 74 Hertz number, which is not supposed to be.
Inspector.
Away.
Oh, there's no input lag, that's interesting. Also, I should go into the settings of the monitor and let me tell it what Hertz number it actually does throw. Okay. Menu. System. Write mode, hotkey assignment, HDMI, quick start, don't care. Refresh rate number. It stays at 74 Hertz. That's fascinating, because I definitely told the display to not use 74 Hertz. So what's going on there? I think this is an issue with the display. I might have to bring out the old one and put it on, because I definitely have 50 Hertz put it in, but when I go into the game, it goes up to 75 Hertz. Which is not supposed to be. So it seems to be that the display with the 74 Hertz actually does work properly. It just does something really weird, you know? Because the Hertz number doesn't add up. Like, you get 59 Hertz, then you get 60 Hertz, it just doesn't add up. So I'm thinking about enabling this resolution and see what it does. And then it goes to 60 Hertz. 720. That also is 60 Hertz. But getting the really weird number is very difficult. Where's the 50 Hertz number? Like, why is it so limited, you know? And then it goes to 50 Hertz. Why? Why does it not understand the correct Hertz number? I'm going to try it out to play like that.
Wayshed, you up for a race?
Yeah, sure. Long as you don't mind losing.
Well, the game is at 60 Hertz. Why you have to force it to be at 60 Hertz is really weird though. Also, we have an audio glitch. Let's do the audio glitch. There is something wrong with the physics engine right now. The interaction doesn't make sense. Like how I hit that wall, I just didn't even get affected by it. That was also weird. Now it's quite obvious that the resync is doing something here which it shouldn't. Like it doesn't sync the actual resolution properly. It's really weird. Before I forget, I want to put up the slicing. It doesn't look like crap. Well, the game is most likely not going to be captured properly, but that doesn't matter. Just have to bear this. Now to test out the 60 Hz setting. This was like what the game would have been run on console anyway, but not 60 FPS, so the problem is the 30 FPS setting really doesn't seem to work very well. It feels like it doesn't lag as much, the game, when you run over something. Like there it just flew away instead of slowing you down much more than it normally does, you know? I could swear normally this stuff slows you down much more than it does like now. It's the same thing over there, like it doesn't seem to affect me as much. It's really weird. It has something to do with the FPS. It would be interesting to see if the in-game time actually works correctly. Because that's normally something they fuck up. I mean, I definitely can tell you that the physics interaction is wrong. Like, it's better, but it's not what I'm used to. Which is normally this barrel would have slowed me down more. But right now I feel like the physics interaction is much lessened, the blow is lessened. Yeah, I can't get it. I can't get it at all, get up. Yes, I make this game smaller, it's the resolution I changed. I'm really thinking about running this game in a low resolution because it seems to change the physics. Like I cannot get the bench skip anymore by doing that, but it really seems to help with the physics in the game basically. Like what is the best 16:9 we can still get? 576 by 720 I think is already 4:3. It's a really good resolution. So 720 by 480 is the least amount I can get, I think. No, it's really difficult to read into the settings. But again, who cares, you know? I just want to find out how good the game runs when you go really high FPS. Like the game basically never drops. That seems to be what's happening. It looks like cancer, don't get me wrong, but at the same time it's something you have to look into. I think the bench script only works because the game lags. Like, so right there, perfectly. I hit the bench. Normally this would have completely fucked me over, but this time it didn't. And I was able to make the shortcut, which normally I would not have made with such low speed. So yeah, there is a physics interaction rule which changes. I mean, obviously you have to find out what kind of physics interaction rule that is. But it's really weird. Everything is different. And such as the resolution which is different. That is, by the way, absolute potato quality. Well, I made it over. I'm getting somewhere. Is it just the 60 Hz mode or is it the 75 Hz mode that causes this problem? But yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with the Hertz style. I think it's more like something to do with the FPS. Like if the game lags, then it lags. If it doesn't lag, then it doesn't lag. And that's the only thing that matters. The limiter of the frame rate doesn't matter because the actual engine goes faster. We see it here very, very well. I feel like I can drive much more smoothly than I normally would be able to. That's because all the physics interactions are better. I mean, I do get over the fence now. I mean, it feels the same as if I would be playing a 720. I really don't understand why the game becomes so much more laggy when you go in full 80, in 1080p. That's what I don't understand. I seriously don't understand that. I have to try out 16 by 90. So that's quite a bit bigger. And we see how much you slow down from that. I felt like that barrier hit was much harder. I think it has something to do with the game engine not running well with the high FPS. Not high FPS, with the high resolutions. It seems to really be optimized for 720p, and everything other than that seems to be screwing it up. I definitely noticed the FPS basically lacking. And all these hits slowing down the car more. I still didn't get to skip. Even though it said 100%, I didn't make it. It's weird. I mean, definitely, I think this is what's happening. I think it is because of the resolution. If you go higher than 720p, the game poops itself. Because this is what the engine was made for, you know, because it ran on shitty consoles. And this is what they always optimize for, pretty much. They don't care about 1080 gaming. And like, I noticed it that I got the new graphics card, which is so much better than what I had previously. And it's supposed to be so much better, you know, like, the whole thing is supposed to be better. And when it turned out to be not better, then that tells you quite a lot, you know. I can always run the game without full screen, basically, to make it passable. Okay, the game crashed. No, it's not crashing. It's doing some weird janky shit again. But yeah, I think that's what's happening, that the physics basically change. Because the physics change, the game doesn't run the way it's supposed to be running. But I think 720p is the maximum the game basically allows without pooping itself. That was very obvious, you know. The lag and everything is just different. So the only problem is the game looks now really, really small. And I can obviously change the monitor resolution or play it in full screen, but I don't like that. Because the pixel count doesn't match up. Hello? There we go. Going to try it out, maybe this is going to work.
Inspector.
Away.
I can always play this game in full screen if I really have to, but... it just looks so washed out.
Wayshed, you up for a race?
Yeah, sure. Long as you don't mind losing.
I was much quicker here. Yep, this is the thing. Normally I am reviving just when he is finished talking. And the cutscene immediately plays. This time I was there before he was actually there. We have to play the game in 720p. I mean, I most likely will have to play the game in full fucking screen. Like, that did not fucking cancel the bloody... Normally I would not have made that shortcut. What a good find. Wow, what a find. But yeah, I will have to play in full screen. This is just... I have to squint my eyes. It's going to look washed out, I'm sorry about that, but there's nothing I can do about that. If the game looks wrong on the stream, then please tell me. What I have to say why that happens, I think it's because the calculations of the game cannot keep up in 1080p. Just the game engine's calculations don't run the way they're supposed to. Like, that would have slowed me down so much. Okay, I fucked up. That part is still difficult. I cannot approach it like square, but I might be able to get it done. And my canvas is trying to get this to work now. I mean, I don't think that the top speed has been changed. That part I don't think is different. What I think is different is basically the way the car accelerates with the physics engine in mind. Like, I would have been so screwed there. I would have not been able to make this shortcut. The reason I make it now is because I set the game engine lower. What's interesting though is that the game actually ignores the refresh rate. So it forces the monitor to take the ones that it wants, and not the one that Windows does. Like, that would have also been absolutely game over. I would have been slowed down so much and the acceleration of the car would have sucked so hard. It's actually not that the acceleration sucks, it's just that the physics engine sucks. Oh my god, I got it. I got the skip. This is what I'm training for.
One in a million shot.
You want a rematch?
Yeah, sure. I'll take you.
Going to crash the game so I can redo this part. But there you go, I can do it. I can do it. That's a minute of time save, but instead of having to drive all the way around. Can I get this realistically done all the time? I don't know. I mean, this was the first time I got it now in a long time, so I think this has something to do with it. It basically means that the monitor is kind of useless because it doesn't take 75 Hz, but it's okay. Also, that's another thing, actually. If you go into the display setting and you go out, does it still keep at 60 or what does it do? Ah, look at that! If I play the game in windowed mode, it actually takes the 50 Hz of the refresh rate going. Huh. It's only when I'm in full screen the refresh rate doesn't get accepted. Which means I can play in 75 Hz gaming. I can do that if I want to. Which might actually help me. The problem is, like I said, is that it's a little bit too close. So I can't have it. I can have both worlds. Problem really comes down to the fact that I have to put the monitor as close as I possibly can. Because otherwise I cannot see the game properly. It's really interesting. Who would have thought? I certainly didn't. Oh, it's not that bad because then I can also keep like the chat and everything on the ground. I'm going to quickly make a folder and put all my other stuff in there. Well, everything but the paper tray. Just so I have a clean desktop. There we go. I'm going to try this, but yeah, it's 720p that the engine takes. Also, for some reason, this guy decided to throw 2 crowbars on the ground. This is going to be something to get used to. Playing in windowed mode. It feels like a game for ants.
Inspector.
Away.
The game went so much smoother. It would be interesting to see how some of the fights would work out. The acceleration is great.
I'm Wei. Wei Shen. You up for a race?
Yeah, sure. Long as you don't mind losing.
It's a genius amount of time save, but it's there. like, what, half a second? But more it's like consistency, because I can make the shortcuts now much more easily. Wow, wow, this is some speed. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is about 2 seconds faster at this point than I normally am. Which is quite a lot of time save. So this is a big find. Finding out that you have to run the game in 720p. Whoopie, but what can you do? That's just the code of the shitty PC port. It would be interesting to run this game on console. I mean, for that I would have to get a console. I do not get it. One for 2. I mean, even this already is going to save quite a bit of time. I should actually try to go for 1 race and see how good of the time I can get. Difficult to say though how good of a time I can get. Because it's more about consistency. If I drive really well and avoid every single obstacle, then I can also get these times. But the problem is you normally cannot drive this well. Like, look at that time, that is amazing. So much time save. Like, really, the objects, they just fly away, they don't matter anymore. Normally they're so heavy and slow you down so much, but now they really don't. They have a minimum amount of ability to slow you down. Like, this fence normally would have absolutely screwed me over. Like, this is the point when I get 100%, but unfortunately the mission cancel overrides the other thing. Two for free. Again, this would have normally been absolutely screw me. I feel like I don't have to be afraid of the curb anymore. It's amazing. It's so smooth. I don't think the 75 Hz gaming actually does help in that case. I just wish there was like a way to force it, you know? But the game doesn't override it as soon as I put it into the full screen. Okay. I still haven't found out how to do the skip though. I might actually stop caring about the skip. Am I going to make that? Okay, this time I didn't. But I think I would have gone through the fence. Actually, it might be something worthwhile now. Cut through the corner and cut through the fence, which I normally don't do because the fence normally slows you down this much. And making the shortcut, it might be actually worth it. I mean, it now feels like it's vodka. I was always complaining about the acceleration being slow. Who would have thought it actually is a reason? We'll go this way. And there you go. This is faster, definitely. Yep, it's faster. Normally it would not have been faster, it would have been much slower. Because hitting this kind of stuff is really, really heavy. But now it really doesn't affect the car anymore. This is so cool. Like even that, it was so bad that even that didn't matter that much. Yeah, I just can't make it. Oh well, I will give up on the dream of making this, but I will definitely have found a lot of improvements. It's just the bench jump is just not going to happen. At least I have it on camera multiple times now. It really seems to be a big lottery if you make it or not. But yeah, 720 gaming master race. That sucked. Oh, that would have even sucked even more. Yeah, that was actually really quick. Last time I did this I had a 38 seconds. That was my best drive basically. Where I got like screwed over by RNG. So like I said, even the bad stuff is good. It's so smooth. I can hit whatever I want, it really doesn't matter. It slows you down minimally. Yeah, bench skip unfortunately is not worth it. It takes 50% of the range, which is cool, but it's still inconsistent. Especially because the new method actually makes the car pretty sippy. Normally stop on 2 minutes is pretty decent. Let's see what we can get. Well, I fucked up. That's why you train, so you don't fuck up. Well, this is the part I didn't train, so makes sense I fake up this corner. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Will I actually make it? Nope. That was just too bad. I should not have even done that. So you have a much higher error rate, but something like that you still cannot do. Which doesn't surprise me because it was horrific. Lol. But this is totally fine, which previously would not have been fine. That was bad. And now that it's over there, so maybe they shouldn't be driving this far left. But there's always like this want to cut the corner. Yes, he's alive. Yeah, that's one tough person. This would have previously been absolutely dead. Okay, now it's dead. That was unfortunate. Got the audio glitch.
Forget last year's designs. Get the
Love Freddy Gibbs. You're listening to Roadrunner.
Again, something I could have not have done. It would have been such a silly idea. Should I try to go for the skip? And I get it. Yeah, the skip is not going to happen, but everything else will happen. We need to train the second part of the base to not fuck that part up. Fuck you, Ace. Fuck you. That was pretty terrible, it cost me 10 seconds. But yeah, this is the number one thing that I struggle at, basically making sure that I get clean through the pack. You don't want to get slowed down by the pack, but at the same time you don't want to slow the pack, but I don't know. Jesus Christ, that was fast. With the car skipping at top speed really, really well. It also has a slightly higher top speed. Oh, every single time I turn too early, it's because I'm used to having the less eternity. That's what's happening. Like, it's really funny how I cannot turn anymore now. I have to learn driving from the scratch. Like somebody giving a stick when you're using an automatic car. That's what it feels like. It turned so well. You got to some joyrides after this. But this is quite some different thing. Oh, I was able to make that turn in that speed. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, the turning, it's improved. I'm surprised. Obviously, the battle script might not even be worth it. Look at that turning. That again would not have been possible. I have to get used to that. So it's an easy 5 minutes one with a really bad start and some pretty mediocre middle part. Okay, that is to 57 easily. Maybe even top 55 with the god one. And the point is also it's much easier to get these times. Normally a sub 2 minute one would have been godlike. It usually basically means you hit nothing. So far so good. Really good time. There we have it. Top 57.
Good win. Lucky for you, those Amars kept getting in the way.
It's amazing.
1 in a million.
The driving is so much improved. Like it's an easy 5 seconds improvement over what an average one would have looked like.
For the big time, let me know. Everybody knows I'm the best driver in the city.
It's like 3 seconds over. Oh, well, that's again a lot.
You down too, hotshot. Just as soon as my car is fixed.
I have to get used to the map though. Might have to change the AI to be a little bit better. So it's this part where you have a quick kill to Dwayne. Ugh.
Can I help you with some?
Did you get the bug? I got it.
I'm not sure if it's best to run immune by 40 thing over there. Yeah, I can do better.
Did you get the bug? I got
Yeah, I should try to grab him from behind.
Did you get the bug? I got it.
Once again, this is something you have to do on the first attempt. Well, it might be best to run faked. There we go. It's not even that hard, I just made a bottle chop out of it.
Did you get the bug? I got it.
It also seems to following him directly seems to be the best. Ah, that was terrible. The problem is the AI gets in the way.
Did you get the bug? I got it.
So how's the best way to walk to not get screwed over by the KI? That's interesting. He seems to turn around as soon as you try to grapple him, and he accepts it as a grapple. It's really interesting. Not have thought about that.
Did you get the bug?
So there might be like a possibility here. The problem is though that the game, I changed the button for it, which means it's the I button now.
Did you get the bug? I got it.
If I change that, I might be able to do this. I don't know. It's difficult to say, but maybe I am able to grapple him before that.
Did you get the bug? I got it.
Like I'm grabbing right now, but it doesn't do anything. So how do you get him to attack you? That's actually an interesting idea I have. What if you try to throw a crowbar into his face? Because you can get a crowbar from the car, don't forget that. Are you going to have the crowbar though? That's the next question. Let's see. I could get one over here. Come on. Ugh. That's so stupid. Okay, so far it worked. So I have my weapon.
Can I help you?
Did you get the bug? I got it.
I think it actually changes it around. So nope, it does not work like that. That's a true shame. Because it gives you the bag to carry. I guess an interesting thing about the fact that you can...
I got it.
So wait, the control unfortunately. I just need to join this a little bit. Make sure I always get the quick kill. It's pretty difficult to get the stun correctly. You have to imagine where he is going to get up from. So you have to look behind him, but at the same time you have to know when he gets up and how he gets up. And then you can get him. Alright, that did not work. I mean, the grapple weight is pretty decent though from behind. The fact that he decided to teleport in for me. Can't complain about that. Game is all really fair with me there, because I definitely missed the timing. I mean, even if you grab him from the front, it's not that bad as long as you know how to move in order to grab him from behind.
Did you get the bug? I got it.
It's doable. Which actually reminds me, do I actually have the upgrades unlocked? Because the last time I forgot them. I can actually action this mount. Which we really don't want to have. There we go. Yeah, this is pretty easy. So now we have to learn how to call Wayman and get past the escort without falling for it. First of all, let's get to the garage and get the right car we would normally have. So parking cars over there. Let's do Blitz again, where we have the car parked. I think it's the other turnaround. Yep, it's over there. So... trying to remember, you have to drive straight and then you have to drive down there. I want to test how quickly I can get to the golden koi. It says this is the fastest way, let's test it out. Yeah, the fact that I can run over objects like these is pretty good.
Did you get the bug? I got it. Oh shit.
How'd the bus thing go?
Good.
We can fight, huh?
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
Hey, don't try that shit. You got something to say, talk.
I totally left the door open.
This guy comes up.
Oh man. Completely forgot how these minigames suck.
Hey, I'm getting some noodles from the kitchen. You want some?
Sure. Why not?
What kind?
They're fucking noodles, Victor. Whatever's back there.
I kind of feel like chicken.
So get pork.
You want pork too?
Oh man, I need to set down the TPI for that. Right. That's the only thing that goes well with this mouse. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I can't get into the car.
Elegance, style, legendary quality.
I always forget how to drive.
Their fashion designers
Not there, how? There. I also get forget how to drive, so it's both, I guess.
Exquisitely incorporated into our unique designs. Salt House, the word in fashion.
You okay?
No, I'm in big trouble. I really need your help, please.
What's wrong?
It's this.
A gun.
Yes. Charlie made me carry my purse for him. He didn't want the cops to find it, so he made me take it. And now he's gone, and I don't know what to do with it.
Charlie. He's one of Dog Eye's people, right?
Yes, and you took over, right? So in a way, the gun is yours too. You'll take it, won't you?
Sure, I'll take it. That's it? That's your big problem.
Yes. Thank you so much, Wei. I knew I was right to trust you.
Don't worry, Tiffany. I'll take care of it.
Thanks, Wei.
And actually, this is a big
You're the
sucker.
greatest.
I hate that one so much. It's just a shooting tutorial.
Hello?
Raymond, I got something.
What is it?
Something for ballistics. A weapon belonging to one of Dog Eye's men. Do you know Charlie Peng?
Wait, how did you get Charlie Pang's gun?
Never mind. Can you use it?
Alright, meet me. I'm on my way.
Andrew? What are you doing here? Where's Raymond?
This is something I wanted to handle personally, Wei. Do you have Charlie Pang's gun?
Yeah.
I'm sure you've noticed the guns are something of a rarity in Hong Kong. Not like in the States. This particular gun is quite important.
So who's the dead guy?
I was hoping you'd help me with that, actually. Officer Shen, take up a firing position. Okay, you ready?
I'm going to restart this one, that was pretty bad.
Okay, you ready? Alright, listen. It's simple.
So where is a gun?
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, that's funny. You can't get this started without actually doing it like that.
Okay, you ready? Alright, listen.
It's interesting that you can actually shoot without actually having to aim.
Okay, you ready?
Also, apparently, you only need 2 shots in order to kill this guy.
Okay, you ready?
Yes, the fun when you don't have to destroy. See, I never noticed that because I never looked what the head twilighting does.
First he was in cover behind the barricade. Get down behind that barrier. Good. I want you to put some bullets in a few things. Okay, you ready? All
So
right,
yeah, it's only 2.
simple. We'll have to recreate the fight.
You think you can rip me off? Oh, hang on. Let's just talk about this. Fuck you. Let's go. Damn it.
First he was in cover behind the barricade. Get down behind that barrier. Good. I want you to put some bullets in a few things.
Okay, did this actually mean that you can shoot it before actually being in cover?
Okay, you ready? Alright, listen. It's simple.
Pretty interesting.
We'll have to recreate the fight.
You think you can rip me off? Oh, hang on. Let's just talk about this. Fuck you. Let's go. Damn it.
First he was in cover behind the barricade. Get down behind that barrier. Good. I want you to put some bullets in a few things.
So the only one I wasn't able to kill was the pipe, or did I just forget the pipe? I think I forgot the pipe. So what I can do
Okay, you ready? Alright, listen. It's simple.
is not be in the cover and shoot them and then go to cover in order to trigger it. And that's going to allow for a little bit easier shooting than from cover. It's a minuscule thing, but it's there. Any optimization I can get another shit mission I would like.
First he was in cover behind the barricade. Get down behind that barrier. Good. I want you to put some bullets in a few things. Alright, good.
And then it's blind fire shots. That's not too bad.
The van must have appeared on the scene.
What am I supposed to do when the guy does that? I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Okay, you ready? Alright, listen. It's simple. We'll have to recreate the fight.
You think you can rip me off? Oh, hang on. Let's just talk about this. Fuck you. Let's go. Damn it.
First he was in cover behind the barricade. Get down behind that barrier. Good. I want you to put some bullets in a few things. Alright, good. By now, the van must have appeared on the scene. Where are you going, Wade?
How am I supposed to hit that guy? It's that guy, but I hit him in the shit. I hit him in the head and it wasn't good enough. That is so stupid. I know that I hit him before.
Okay, you ready? Alright, listen. It's simple. We'll have to recreate the fight.
I mean, the fact that I don't have to kill this one box is a tiny bitty thing. But it's there. And I can shoot the other things outside of the cover.
First he was in cover behind the barricade. Get down behind that barrier.
I can't see shit with that thing. And he doesn't go into the cover.
I want you to put some bullets in a few things. Alright, good. By now, the van must have appeared on the scene.
I don't know.
Okay, you ready? Alright, listen. It's simple. We'll have to recreate the fight.
You think you can rip me off? Oh, hang on. Let's just talk about this. Fuck you. Let's go. Damn it.
First he was in cover behind the barricade. Get down behind that barrier. Good. I want you to put some bullets in a few things. Alright, good. By now, the van must have appeared on the scene. Then he must have run to over there. Shooting at the guys over there. There was a shooter, firing shots from the passenger window. But he couldn't get a clean shot, so he pushed forward. Keep going, come on.
I don't know.
Okay, you ready? Alright, listen. It's simple. We'll have to recreate the fight. First he was in cover behind the barricade. Get down behind that barrier. Good. I want you to put some bullets in a few things. Alright, good. By now, the van must have appeared on the scene. Then he must have run to over there. Shooting at the guys over there. There was a shooter, firing shots from the passenger window. But he couldn't get a clean shot, so he pushed forward. One more thing. He would have tried to get away, but Charlie disabled the car.
Such a terrible mission. It's just slow, awful, unoptimized.
Good
It's everything.
way.
Penju! What are you doing?
I told you he wasn't important. Now he is. He's going to help us nail Charlie Pang. It's for the greater good, Wei. You understand?
I don't think I do, sir.
Wei, I know who you are. You're just like me. You do what must be done. Local PD is on their way. You should go.
Kind of reminds me of Better Call Saul. I have no idea where to drive here. Like, my number one problem with this over here is basically, is it even worth it to drive manually? And I think it is, because everybody does it, so. My problem though is that I have like no idea how to drive here, because I'm so unused to this scenario. Oh well. I mean, they do give you a decent motorcycle for this part, so as long as this doesn't happen. Once again, my map knowledge is pretty bad at this point. What's the next mission?
What the fuck's going on? Dog Eye shut up Winston's mother's restaurant tonight.
Winston, I just heard. Your mother?
She's fine. But 2 of our people were killed, and a couple customers were wounded. The police are there now.
Wait, he went after your family?
大佬, everyone's outside. 我哋隨時可以出發. Listen up! We're hitting a sweatshop on the waterfront. All his trucks move through that place. It's how he makes his money. I want it burned to the ground. Siwa runs the operation. Put that Gaton in the shallow grave. Don't try my It's over!
Winston, are you sure about this?
Of course, I'm fucking sure.
Look, what's the chairman gonna say when he finds his warehouse floating in the ocean?
He's not gonna like it. But there's no way Dog Eyes walks away from this.
So burn the warehouse, but take Suwa alive. Put him to work for you, and give the chairman a bigger cut than he was getting from Dog Eyes.
Okay, do it. Bring him alive.
Right, boss.
Whoa! What'd you do that for?
Nice.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're short a gun. You're good with your hands, Shen. Let's see what you can do without iron.
Look, hold on. We shouldn't go in shooting in. There'll be workers in there. And we need Suwa alive. He's worth a fortune.
Oh, we're going in shooting.
Yeah, I need to learn how to drive this one better.
Get in.
Look what you're doing, Wei!
Yeah, no kidding.
Wow, even SUV is pretty fast.
You're good with your hands, Shen. Let's see what you can do without iron.
Look, hold on. We shouldn't go in shooting anyway. There'll be workers in there. And we need Suwa alive. He's worth a fortune.
Oh, we're going in shooting. This is Dog Eye's biggest moneymaker. They're not gonna give it up without a fight.
But you want me unarmed.
Wait, what the fuck are you doing?
That's a good question. You lost the vehicle and cannot complete the vehicle. That sucks. I know you can drive in front of it, but I guess you cannot drive just far in front of it.
Dog Eye's gotta know he fucked with the wrong people.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're short a gun. You're good with your hands, Shen. Let's see what you can do without iron.
Look, hold on. We shouldn't go in shooting anyway. There'll be workers in there.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, we're going in shooting. This is Dog Eye's biggest moneymaker. They're not
Yeah, I'm
gonna give it up
struggling.
without a fight.
But you want me unarmed.
You're the new guy.
Thinking about not even going where they are going. If that makes a lot of
Get
sense.
in.
Dog Eye's gotta know he fucked with the wrong people.
Yeah, no kidding.
Nope, that gets the mission fail.
Dog Eye's gotta know he fucked with the wrong people.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're short a gun. You're good with your hands, Shen. Let's see what you can do without iron.
Look, hold on. We shouldn't go in shooting anyway. There'll be workers in there. And we need Suwa.
What are you trying to do?
We're going in shooting.
I suck at driving this. This mission is very particular when it comes to driving because you have a lot of RNG.
Dog Eye's gotta know he fucked with the wrong people.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're short a gun. You're good with your hands, Shen. Let's see what you can do without iron.
Look, hold on. We shouldn't go in shooting anyway. There'll be workers in there. And we need Suwa alive. He's worth a fortune.
Oh, we're going in shooting.
What are you trying to do?
But you want me unarmed.
You're the new guy. Once you're inside, find your own gun. And use it. Believe me, you better have some bodies on you before the night is over. I want to see proof that you're not a cop. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one test that matters.
So you want me to kill one of Dog Eye's drug dealers to prove it? Alright?
That was too early. I also need to remember when I have to jump out of the car. It's everything pretty much.
Get in.
Dog Eye's gotta know he fucked with the wrong people.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're short a gun. You're good with your hands, Shan. Let's see what you can do without iron.
Look, hold on. We shouldn't go in shooting anyway. There'll be workers in there. And we need Sue while alive. He's worth a fortune.
Oh, we're going in shooting. This is Dog Eye's biggest moneymaker. They're not gonna give it up without a fight.
But you want me unarmed.
You're the new guy. Once you're inside, find your own gun. And use it. Believe me, you better have some bodies on you before the night is over. I want to see proof that you're not a cop. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one test that matters.
So you want me to kill one of Dog Eye's drug dealers to prove it? Alright? It'll be my pleasure.
Alright, that's pretty bad. That's like a starting position.
Get in.
I have to remember to jump out before reaching that.
Dog Eye's gotta know he fucked with the wrong people.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're short a gun. You're good with your hands, Shan. Let's see what you can do without iron.
Look, hold on. We shouldn't go in shooting anyway. There'll be workers in there. And we need Sue while alive.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah, that gets good up pretty easily.
Oh, we're going in shooting. This is Dog
Like, what the really important part is that you cannot hit them. Like, even if you slightly tap them, like, it's been out of control. Because they suck. Oh well. Such it is.
Dog Eye's gotta know he fucked with the wrong people.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're short a gun. You're good with your hands, Shan.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, there you go, I killed somebody.
Look, hold on. We shouldn't go in shooting anyway. There'll be workers in there. And we need Sue while alive. He's worth a fortune.
Oh, we're going in shooting. This is Dog Eye's biggest moneymaker. They're not gonna give it up without a fight.
But you want me unarmed.
You're the new guy. Once you're inside, find your own gun. And use it. Believe me, you better have some bodies on you before the night is over. I want to see proof that you're not a cop. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one test that matters.
So you want me... Alright, here's the plan. Go to the back door. I'll look around. You wait for my signal to attack.
Scout the factory. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Is that because of the car or what? It's really weird. Huh. It's just a random green arrow which is on the truck for some reason. Okay then. So, this fight I haven't done in years. The problem is with a method like that is that I'm not getting enough face meter. So I could like try to get it done. I mean, you're supposed to just run all the way through now. Come see. But honestly, I think it's just good enough to get all the other things in. Didn't make it. The problem is now the start point is pretty different. Ja, ganz so inaccurate. Honestly, I think it might be best to just blow up somebody. Or blow up who I can blow up. The problem is now I have to cancel the mission because I cannot get through it. But even then, I feel like the method that I have about smashing them against the wall is definitely the right one.
Guy's gotta know he fucked with the wrong people.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're short a gun. You're good with your hands, Shan. Let's see what you can do without iron.
Look, hold on. We shouldn't go in shooting anything. There'll be workers in there. And we need Sue while alive. He's worth a fortune.
Oh, we're going in shooting. This is Dog Eye's biggest moneymaker. They're not gonna give it up without a fight.
But you want me unarmed.
You're the new guy. Once you're inside, find your own gun. And use it. Believe me, you better have some bodies on you before the night is over. I want to see proof that you're not a cop. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one test that matters.
So you want me to kill one of Dog Eye's drug dealers to prove it? All right? It'll be my pleasure. All right, here's the plan. Go to the back door. I'll look around. You wait for my signal to attack.
Honestly, that was pretty bad.
Alright, here's the plan. Go to the back door. I'll look around. You wait for my signal to attack.
So in the end I would have to run all the way through. Maybe wall 2 guys or something like that. But difficult to say. But it's definitely a little bit more difficult than I would have thought. My gun does a lot of damage. I don't know. I should avoid getting shot at least once. That was pretty stupid. I was just walking on the road. I mean, it's supposed to do it with like one vault. Need a headshot. I don't have enough face meter. Like, this one really sucks. Like, it would be okay, I guess. Like, only now this is decent enough. The problem is I have to find like a way to somehow get past all of this, because this is never going to work out. You know, find like a way to get up onto the road. I've got time. Explosive skill does actually give another face meter. The problem really comes down to it that I have to get like double the face meter. How do you even do that? And as far as I know, there's like no shortcut really. So I really don't know what to do about this. So it basically comes down to the fact that I would have to run all the way down there. Difficult. Very, very difficult. Like, how is this dude still alive? I don't know, this is really bizarre. Nice hitbox. Yeah, it's only headshots that really do anything. But I feel like the only way to do it is like by getting multiple headshots. But even that, like, how the fuck does this guy not die? I mean, I guess this arm is fine because it gets really a lot of face meter. It's not bad, it's not bad. Let's try one more time. The problem is I have a little bit of face meter, so it's not like I have nothing, and I feel like I really should like disarm one guy, and then vault and get some headshots, and then get it activated. Up there you really cannot only, you cannot easily upgrade it basically. Oh, I have to get used to the new physics of the car engine. It's so different. Like all the shit normally would have been a really big problem, but nowadays it really isn't. So you have to imagine yourself driving into a crap which you normally wouldn't drive into. Difficult.
Dog guy's gotta know he fucked with the wrong people.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're short a gun. You're good with your hands, Shen. Let's see what you can do without iron.
Look, hold on. We shouldn't go in shooting anyone. There'll be workers in there. And we need some.
Are you insane?
Oh, I can't quite, so I completely didn't lose control.
This is Dog Eye's biggest moneymaker. They're not gonna give it
So I realized I shouldn't even jump out of the car in this mission.
You're the new guy. Once you're inside, find your own gun and use it. Believe me, you better have some bodies on you before the night is over. I want to see proof that you're not a cop. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one test that matters.
So you want me to kill one of Dog Eye's drug dealers to prove it? Alright, here's the plan. Go to the back door. I'll look around. You wait for my signal to attack.
Yeah, one counter is actually enough. You really don't need a lot in order to activate the thingy. Kinda sucks like a double strike. Yeah, I fucked up in this case. Well, it depends. And then I do shit like that, it's absolutely terrible. It's pretty difficult. Like what I do notice is that I really cannot get a counter in, and that if I do, then I have to make sure that I get the strike in. But the problem with the strike is that for some reason the NPCs really don't want to position themselves so I can vault over them and get them like that. I don't know. I really don't like it. I mean, if not, I could unlock the disarm technique. That is one of the technician. But it really comes down to me getting the explosive kills. But for that I have to wait. The question is, how much do I want to wait? Wow. Yeah, the new car physics are really something.
Dog Eye's gotta know he fucked with the wrong people.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're short a gun. You're good with your hands, Shen. Let's see what you can do without iron.
Look, hold on. We shouldn't go in shooting anyone. There'll be workers in there. And we need Sue while alive. He's worth a fortune.
Oh, we're going in shooting. This is Dog Eye's biggest moneymaker. They're not gonna give it up without a fight.
But you want me unarmed.
You're the new guy. Once you're inside, find your own gun and use it. Believe me, you better have some bodies on you before the night is over. I want to see proof that you're not a cop. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one test that matters.
want me to kill one of Dog Eye's drug dealers to prove it? All right? It'll be my pleasure. All right, here's the plan. Go to the back door. I'll look around. You wait for my signal to attack.
You really have very little face meter. This is about how much you have. It's about half. It's pretty shit. I'm still thinking that Wobbly with this one guy might be worth it, but honestly it's not worth it. Especially because his damage is pretty low. I say, and he gives me a full hit. Okay, this time I would have made it, but this was also again very sketchy. I don't know. Like, I really need the double explosive kill. Even if I get a vault in, it's just not enough. You need so much bloody power. I'm trying to think about it really, like, maybe it really is the best to get a counter in, you know? Just one, it doesn't have to be a lot, but just a little bit so I can get the face speed activated a little bit easier. Maybe for one of the guys into the oven. That's one way to do it, I guess. I mean, the problem also comes down to the fact that I don't want to activate it when I currently do activate the face meter. I want to activate it a little bit later because I feel like at that point I don't need it even.
Yeah, no kidding. We're short a gun. You're good with your hands, Shan. Let's see what you can do without iron.
Honestly, just headshotting everybody might be the best idea.
We need Sue while alive. He's worth a fortune.
Oh, we're going in shooting. This is Dog Eye's biggest moneymaker. They're not gonna give it up without a fight.
But you want me unarmed?
You're the new guy. Once you're inside, find your own gun and use it. Believe me, you better have some bodies on you before the night is over. I want to see proof that you're not a cop. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one test that matters.
So you want me to kill one of Dog Eye's drug dealers to prove it?
No, that was nice. Got a line skip.
Alright, here's the plan. Go to the back door.
If it can happen in other missions, I would be happy. That's okay. I would actually say this is on average like that. Again, I don't mind. I mean, that way now I can definitely get the voltmeter activated. It's just all the way up there. You have a problem, you know. But you should definitely try to get like a counter in. Okay, I got it.
Fuck. Siwa, you're coming with me. Fuck you! You're not taking me alive! Alright, light it
I don't know. I think you actually have to wait for him. Just want to test what happens if you can't wait for him. Oh, I can't grab him then. That's interesting to see. I mean, you have to be careful, don't get any fire damage really on you. Okay, it's right next to the oven he wants to. Yeah, but it isn't. It's kind of funny how you can actually ignore them shooting at you. At least in that case. Yeah, this is pretty simple.
Shit, I said don't move! Fucking cops.
I can't remember if you have to reset here in order to get a better spawn.
Are you fucking done? Okay, I'm done.
That was pretty sloppy. Okay, so you always have to start up the motorcycle. Oh, it's a new driving physics. Motorcycles are much easier to drive.
Are you fucking done? Okay, I'm done.
For some reason now I got the heat level 2. How can I even get this off? That's one way to get rid of them, but the problem is this is really slow. Like randomly you get like the police cop chase for 2 stages and 1 stage, and I really don't know why and which one. Like this time I only got the one. Then it just goes to 2. You will never catch me. It's pretty stupid. What can you do? I mean, honestly, it might be even better to just drive. Thank you. Yeah, it might be better to just continue to drive instead of immediately chase him. But this piece of shit is really slow. Yeah, it's my homies. Gotta take them with me.
Done? Okay, I'm done. What are you doing?
Shut up.
You know what you just did? You're dead. You're dead.
Look, I'm not afraid of dog eyes.
Dog eyes? Motherfucker, I get paid by dog eyes, but all my product goes to Big Smile Lee. You wanna fuck with him?
I just did.
You dumb bastards got any idea how badly this is going to fuck things?
Hey, ask me if I care.
My product is what makes the whole triad work.
I don't give a shit about your product. And you keep talking about it, I'm liable to forget I promised to bring you in alive.
What the hell is wrong with you?
You know what? I'm sick of listening to you.
So drop me off with some real gangsters.
You'll get to meet a few.
Dan, used to be this organization knew what he was doing. Now he's full of crazy motherfuckers and choir boys.
Shut the fuck up!
Ah, pretty good line. I'm having the idea about driving there and then getting a car immediately. I have no idea what that will do actually to the script. Like, will it completely poop out what's going to happen? The problem is it's like really random what kind of police chase you get. If you get the 2-star one or the 1-star one. Fucking hell. Shitty coppers. That's always fun. When the manipulate your tires in Definite Edition, you blow up. What can I do about this part of the mission? I really don't know. It's super random what kind of thing you get. But I got it again, a double police chase. This is the main issue. Like, what the fuck does it trigger? It sucks, it fucking sucks. How can you make this consistent? I remember how much this part sucks. Honestly, the best way to do it is just by getting lucky with the cop spawn and then just take out the cop ASAP. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. What can you do? I try to think about one way to do this, but there really isn't. What way can I do this? Oh, there you go. So I think the best way to do this is just auto-end the cop manually and then go to get to CVR. The problem is the way that works is you have to go and slow down a little bit before you can get rid of the police chase. And the only alternative that I really know is try to jump up high. The problem is the cop is sometimes very tenacious. What can you do then? Where can I find a jump? Jumping off point. Jumping off point. What about the harbor? I guess I have to go that way. If I go to the harbor, I might be able to do this. Oh, need to learn how to drive though. That action hijack was amazing though. We flew for hundreds of meters. Ouch. Well, that's certainly not it. I mean, the problem basically comes down to the fact that it's actually not that bad, the idea of going that way. It basically comes down to when can I hijack him, because from the timing here, I might be able to do it. It just comes down to the jump point. Like, it's an idea, basically. Ideas are bulletproof or some shit like that. Ah! Got stuck on the pole. The problem though is that the motorcycle is difficult to drive. They don't even go for me, really. Let's see if they have a spot about it. They're just 100% scripted. That wasn't good enough, apparently. So it comes down basically to finding a high jump. That's the only jump that I can think about, really. The good part is the copper does seem to trigger on time. I need to learn to drive though. I'm always scared of getting run over by the cop cars. Honestly, it might be better to go left. Yeah, something like that. Hey, jetzt maximum amount of tipiness. It's not a bad the idea of going that way, because it makes it possible to intercept him. A jump is not worth it, unfortunately, but the idea is definitely worth it. Why? Why? Why is it so bad? Okay, I will have to run out the AI first. That is the most important part. If you get rid of your cop chase, then it seems to be that the other cop chase also doesn't happen. So allow me to try that at least.
Are you fucking done? Okay.
What do you do now? Yeah, the main issue is that they always got away. Yeah, you have to be really quick. If he gets on the dominant and he doesn't fuck up, let's say the KI doesn't fuck up, then you're a little bit fucked over. I mean, depending on it, this might still be the fastest way, honestly. Just drive quickly into the bonnet, basically. He's going to out accelerate though. And then you can only catch him up here.
Are you fucking done?
It's pretty shit. I wish I could outrun the cop a little bit earlier, but there was some bad KI out as well. Then I get anyway a double heat level. Like, it might be best to let him drive all the way up there, because this just absolutely stinks. If you don't get rid of your cop chase while you jump him, your cop chase gets triggered. Or you get randomly lucky and you don't have this happen to you.
What are you doing? Shut up. You know what you just did? You're dead. You're dead. Look, I'm not
I really don't know what to do about that. Although, I have an idea.
Okay, I'm done.
Way has to start up the motorcycle. That is so retarded. So yeah, my problem is basically how am I even going to beat that, you know? I think the best way is to ignore CUR and get rid of your own police chase, and once you've done that, then you can talk. and drive back to ZOR. You get him no problem. Problem is, it's not so easy. So I think the route that ZOR is actually driving is the best route you can possibly drive. You just have to get rid of one of him and then make like a shortcut happen maybe. I can do it. I know I can. But the fact that you have 30 seconds time to get to ZOR is actually pretty decent. So it's actually not as bad as it looks. Ah, what the hell is a siren? It doesn't stop. Ah, can't drive with that. This is absolutely terrible. I'm going to quickly cancel the mission. Holy fucking shit, this is autistic. Oh, bloody hell. What time is it? Past midnight. Okay, that means it's late enough. I'm going to try to find out this part about basically ignoring Suva and then getting the stuff my way. I'm going to be done for today though. So thanks everybody for watching. Bye bye.